You know it's this. Take a perk and a talk of that shit. Money swallowed like sis. Did it perfect in the kid. Got a billion who sang on my head. Look me better put on the road I just spent. I know we got $1 million. The devil that shit ain't not cheaper again.
Hello and welcome back, fellow anime lovers, to MangaMuse. I am delighted to have you join us once again in the world of fanfiction and fantasy. This is the third part of What If Naruto Meets Harley Quinn? Special note, this fanfic is written in a masterpiece of KFB Anime 87, co-written with Thanatos 125 on fanfiction.net. Do check and support the author too. Now smash the like, share and subscribe button for more. Also press the bell icon so that you never miss such great parts. Thanks for the introduction. Now let's dive into the world. With Harley, Ivy, and Blackfire. "Oh DMN, that's brutal," Harley said, seeing a Green Lantern-like guy dead and impaled through his butt on a skyscraper. "He always did hate Green Lanterns after that whole Guy Gardner thing," Blackfire said. "Doesn't stop him from the female ones," Ivy said with a flat tone. "Nope, other lanterns too. You should see what he did to Bleeze of the Red Lanterns." Blackfire smirked. As the three women made their way down an alley, they found the open secret passage to the crime syndicate headquarters. After getting in an elevator and walking down a hallway, they heard voices. "I said bounce that, but you dumb beach." Naruto was heard yelling before a loud smacking noise was heard from the other side of a door which Harley opened to peek into. "Ah. Yes sir." Ultra Girl was heard moaning and panting while she bounced in a reverse cowgirl position on Naruto while he sat in a throne and Superwoman kneeled in between his legs tonguing his large ball. "Come on Ultra Tips, put some effort in it, damn it. Are you really this weak and pathetic?" Naruto growled as he reached a hand around and grabbed her bouncing tips with it, making her out with no shame. "She likes it rough, lover," Superwoman said with a smirk before she licked his hanging ball. "Oh ho. So she wants me to do this, huh?" Naruto asked with a smirk as he smacked Ultra Girl's butt cheek strong. "Ah. Harder." Ultra Girl begged as she looked back at Naruto as she panted in lust. "I don't know. I don't reward disobedient pets," Naruto mused with a mocking tone. "Please Big Daddy. I'll go with you to your world and be your little squeeze toy. I'll sleep at the foot of your bed. I'll keep my mouth around your pee-pee all the time if you want." Ultra Girl yelled. "How about you just keep bouncing that butt and see if you can earn my seed? Sound good, slut?" Naruto asked with a chuckle as he smacked her butt cheek again before he moved his other hand from her tips to her hair to tug it harshly. "Like a leash." "Ah. Yes sir," Ultra Girl panted as she bounced her butt on his pee-pee harder as her pee-pee milked his pee-pee. "Hee hee. I can't believe how easy it was to make you two submit. I've had normal humans that put up more of challenge than you two. I haven't submitted yet, little boy, you haven't even came inside her yet," Superwoman said with a smirk as Ultra Girl panted in lust. "You say that, but I see it in your eyes. You know you have no chance. Why not just admit defeat now?" Naruto asked with a grin. "Finish her already, I want to play," Superwoman said with a grin. Naruto's grin grew at this and he thrusted strong up into Ultra Girl, making her scream out. "Are you gonna bless me with your seed?" Ultra Girl yelled out in pure rapture. "I mean, I was just gonna leak on those fat jugs of yours and mark you like a worthless ware," Naruto told her with a shrug and a grin, "but I think I'll keep you permanently, Ultra Jugs," he grunted as he felt his release coming. "Please. Bless this ware with your glorious seed. I'm yours to use as you see fit." Ultra Girl screamed out in crazed lust. Naruto shouted out as he fired inside of her tight CNT, filling her insides from the sheer volume. This caused the blonde to scream and CLMX on his pages, shuddering and shaking before she fell off his strong PP and to the floor. Face down and butt up, leaking juice from her twat to the floor. "You ready for me, boy?" Superwoman asked as she got into his lap and smirked as she placed her arms around his neck and rubbed her covered PP on his PP. Oh, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, he grinned before he placed his left hand on Superwoman's unitard and decayed it to ash right off her body. We're here Whiskers, Harley said as she held up her hand. Naruto looked over at them and waved, yo what's up beaches? He asked with a grin before he slammed Superwoman onto his Xian first making her You stole a dimensional remote and ran off to go hunt for women, Ivy said with a flat tone. Ah jealous? Naruto asked with a grin. You wish, Ivy said with an eye roll. Ah. You should be focusing on me little boy, Superwoman moaned out. Oh please I already know I've won against you so just bounce and like the where I know you are, Naruto told her. So you don't know how to F a woman like she's yours? Superwoman asked with a smirk. Oh she's done it now, Blackfire said with a chuckle. Yup she's gonna get it now, Harley said with a giggle. What the hell are you two talking about? Ivy asked. Her question was answered when she saw Superwoman turned around and pushed onto her hands in a standing doggy style while Naruto grabbed her hip with his right hand and his left hand grabbed her long ponytail like a leash. Pulling her head up to look at the three women as he started to roughly slam into her CNT over and over again. Oh f yes. Now that's a man. Superwoman growled out before she screamed as he tugged on her hair again. I think you don't fully get it where. I own you. I own everything about you. You obey me. Naruto growled out. Then train me you hung bstrd, Superwoman said with a lustful smirk. You are AF treat, Naruto growled out with a smirk. I'm gonna go back and tell GSP that we found him, Ivy said and as she turned to leave she was blocked from exiting by Ultra Girl. Leave her alone I don't want her here if she's not comfortable, Naruto groaned out as he pounded into Superwoman. Forgive me MSTR. I assumed she was one of your concubines and had decided to act against your wishes, Ultra Girl said with a small bow as she stepped aside. I guess the redhead is the stick in the mud huh? How boring, Superwoman panted out. I'm working on her. I like girls like her, Naruto chuckled. You mean ones that don't want to F you and get STDs? Ivy asked deadpan. No I like girls with more to them than looks. I like girls with some fire in some capacity. It makes it all the more fun to make them mine, Naruto smirked. Oh like your first love Rav Dash, Blackfire was saying. Kara dear, go play with Komi. Be as rough as you wish, Naruto ordered Ultra Girl rather quickly as he bent down and nibbled on Superwoman's neck while Ultra Girl dragged Blackfire off. Later. And I'm spent, Naruto said as he left Superwoman on the floor and pulled up his pants. Good let's get out of here before you're declared a king or hero or something, Harley said. Hero? Naruto asked confused and horrified. Babe you killed the evil Justice League and destroyed their criminal organization, Harley said simply. It's true you did sir, Kara said with a SBMSSV bow to him. I don't know who I am anymore. Naruto yelled as he fell to his knees and ripped off his underwear dramatically, no. He yelled to the very heavens. Are you people done? Ivy asked as she poked her head into the room and saw Naruto crying in the fetal position fully naked. Did the Kryptonian peg him or something? She asked. No Harley pointed out he is a hero in this world, Blackfire said with a chuckle. Hee hee ha 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 ha. Ivy started to laugh uproariously before she took out her phone and took a video of this. Everything I know is a lie. Naruto cried, what did I do to deserve such a thing? I have a list, Ivy said with a giggle. Choke on a sandpaper PP bush. Naruto yelled. Okay let's speed this along, Harley said as she appeared behind Naruto with her mallet raised before she smacked Naruto in the head knocking him out. You know he works for me right, Power Tips? Harley asked Ultra Girl. Indeed, she said simply. Okay, carry this idiot and the Wonder Woman and Mary Marvel fusion over there and let's get back home, Harley said as she placed her mallet on her shoulder. As you wish, Kara said as she over the shoulder carried both Superwoman and Naruto and started to float out. Look at you being a boss, Blackfire said with a chuckle at Harley. Shut up Beach, now what is this about Whiskers having a first love? Harley asked with a smile. Yeah, it must be a crazy one knowing him, Ivy said as she was kinda interested too. I can't really reveal it. Without a price, Blackfire said with a grin. You want in our next heist? Harley asked with a grin. Let me rephrase it, I can't tell Ivy. She doesn't meet a certain requirement, Blackfire said with a lustful smirk at Ivy. Oh please Harley will tell me anyway, Ivy said with an eye roll. Yup. Harley admitted easily. Oh fine, but it's not that big a reveal. If anything you may be surprised, Blackfire. Try me, Ivy said while Harley nodded. Blackfire chuckled at this and whispered into Harley and Ivy's ears, making their eyes widen. You're kidding, Ivy said with a look of disbelief. Nope, Blackfire said as she smiled. Ha! He's a simp. Kahahahahahaha. Harley yelled as she cackled madly as they all laughed as they left through a portal back to their own dimension. Regular dimension. Mall. So I see he picked up an evil Wonder Woman and evil Power Girl, GSPTLSNZ said as everyone arrived back in the massage parlor. Mary Marvel actually. She apparently killed her Wonder Woman, Harley said as Ultra Girl put Naruto and Superwoman on a bed nearby. Like it matters. Anyways Harley, Ivy, Blackfire a word, GSPTLSNZ said as she beckoned them to follow her to a separate massage room. Okay, what's this about GSPY? Harley asked before the door behind them vanished as GSPTLSNZ snapped her fingers. Two things. Number 1, Blackfire Naruto Norai gave you permission to tell them of his first love, GSPTLSNZ said with a glare. Oh come on, it's not like we're gonna mock him for it, Ivy said as she did have some standards. When did I agree to that? Harley asked Ivy curiously. Let me make this clear as that is a sore subject for him. If word got out things would become rather painful for all of you. Am I clear? GSPTLSNZ glared. Wow, Whiskers had it bad for her, huh? Harley asked curiously as she frowned. She shattered his heart. Part of the reason he's like this is I picked up the pieces physically as best I could, GSPTLSNZ said. Why did she dump him? Ivy asked curiously. No idea, so ask her, GSPTLSNZ shrugged. This made Harley smile and Ivy groan. Why did you say that? Ivy asked as she held her head at the fact Harley now wanted to go hunt Naruto's ex. Ah yes, and now for the other reason I needed to speak to you all, GSPTLSNZ said before she looked at Ivy directly. You can stop with the hiding interest bull SHT, GSPTLSNZ said boredly. Ely go at my own pace woman, you don't control me, Ivy said firmly with a glare. GSPTLSNZ and Ivy glared at each other before GSPTLSNZ chuckled at this. I see why he likes you so much. Though I was expecting more of a fight to get you to admit it. Let me guess, this is all for some earth-shaking hate SEC, right? GSPTLSNZ asked with a smirk. It's more she likes trading wisecracks, but that's probably why too, Harley said with a chuckle along with Blackfire. Harley, stay the hell out of my diary, Ivy yelled at her friend. Were we not supposed to read it? Blackfire asked sheepishly. Okay, enough, let's go deal with Naruto and make sure he's not going nuts over him being a hero, Ivy said, wanting to change the subject. Naruto, I'm not letting you hang yourself, King Shark was heard yelling outside the room. 'Cause you don't love me. Let me die. I'm a disgrace to villainy. Naruto was heard yelling out. Ah, CRP, not again, GSPTLSNZ sighed. Again? He did this before. Ivy asked with a raised eyebrow. He once killed a villain that pissed him off, GSPTLSNZ was saying. So. That's a Tuesday for him, Harley said as she placed her arms behind her head. Yes, but he killed them before they could kill a hero. Turns out it was one of the Teen Titans. He was angry when people started singing his praises, GSPTLSNZ said. Aw, so that's how he met RA-, Harley was saying before she was cut off. No, it wasn't. Anyways, let's go save my love from himself, GSPTLSNZ cut her off. I say wipe his memory of Harley pointing out the obvious, Blackfire said. Agreed, GSPTLSNZ said before they exited the massage parlor. And saw Naruto slapping King Shark with a mannequin arm. I'm armed and dangerous. Now let me die. Naruto yelled. Honey, look, it's a world where heroes are killed on sight and you're the villain king, GSPTLSNZ said as she held her glowing hand out. Let me see, I need a vacation home. Naruto was saying before he was shot with a red beam in the eyes. There, now he won't remember what Harley said, GSPTLSNZ said as Naruto fell over asleep. Yeah, new rule, no pointing out how his actions are heroic no matter how small, King Shark said as he rubbed his face after having been slapped by a mannequin arm. Agreed. I'll put him in his bed. My mother will be by with my sister later, Blackfire said as she lifted Naruto up. Ah yes, she has an appointment later along with you and your sister, GSPTLSNZ said with a chuckle at the fact her lover had an entire family as clients at this point. Yeah, mother's obsessed with him especially after he killed my father. Good times, Blackfire chuckled. He killed your father? King Shark asked curiously. Yeah, he tried selling me into slavery for some peace treaty and he didn't agree with losing me, Blackfire said as she looked at the sleeping Naruto. So he killed your father to save you? Harley asked. He says it was 'cause I'm a good F and so he could claim my mother as a cum dumpster, but I'm pretty sure he's just a softie. Don't tell him I said that, Blackfire told them quickly. No problem, Ivy said as she chuckled and shook her head as she saw Naruto a little differently now. Alright, go lay him down, he has clients to please after all, GSPTLSNZ ordered as she clapped her hands making Blackfire move quickly. Naruto's massage parlor store. Gotham Mall. Naruto was unconscious still after his memory was erased of his heroic deeds a few hours ago. Ugh, what hit me? Did I have a bad encounter with my weed dealer again? That's the last time I try this is permanent batch. Maybe one more try actually, Naruto said as he sat up on the massage table he was placed on. Don't worry about it. It wasn't your weed, GSPTLSNZ told him as she sat at a desk typing on a laptop. Oh hey babe. Do I have an appointment? Please say it's a good one, Naruto begged. It's Miss Cory, Miss Komi, and their moth GSPTLSNZ was saying before Naruto cut her off. Yahtzee. Where my CC Orange Beach is at? Naruto yelled as he jumped out of the bed to his feet. Room 3, GSPTLSNZ told him as she pointed at some stairs that led upstairs. I have rooms. I have stairs. Naruto asked with a raised eyebrow. I made themed rooms for you to have fun in. GSPTLSNZ told him nonchalantly. What room are they in? Naruto asked curious on the theme. I call it intergalactic fun time, GSPTLSNZ smirked. If they are in SLV bikinis I swear, Naruto said with an excited smile at this. I'll let you see what they're wearing, GSPTLSNZ said with a smirk. Naruto took this chance to run up the stairs past her and after a few moments. Oh yes. You are the best secretary ever. Naruto yelled. I suppose I should tell him about the features of that room. Oh well, he'll be able to figure it out, GSPTLSNZ said with a smile as she went to continue her work. And play some online poker. Hey, she may not be on the team but she can get away with some light cheating with her powers. With Naruto. Naruto in his haste burst through the door to room 3 to see a dark room filled with miniature lights representing stars and a large sun-like lamp in the middle of the room illuminating the massive star-shaped bed and the 3 women in the room. Komi wore a black and silver metal bikini that looked like a Star Wars SLV girl bikini. Kori on the other hand had a purple and silver version of the same outfit. The final woman was slightly taller than her daughters with bright green eyes and long, curly red hair and green eyes much like Kori. Her own SLV bikini was pure gold. She had cup melons, a model curvy body, and a plump, heart-shaped butt. This was Luandar, Queen of Tamarin and mother to Starfire and Blackfire. Each woman had a metal collar with a dangling chain wrapped around their necks. "Ah, my lord has returned to his chambers," Luandar said with a smile at Naruto as she took a knee and bowed before him. "You have bedded Naruto before, mother?" Kori asked curiously. "Yeah, so I never told you, but remember how Naruto killed father when he tried to sell me off?" Komi asked her sister, who nodded with a light frown. "Naruto killed him in a duel and won. Then he claimed mother as his own before the entire planet in that very arena," Komi explained to her sister. "Ah, does this make Naruto our daddy then?" Kori asked with a tilt of her head. Komi laughed at this while Luandar giggled at her daughter. "You are so CC Kori, and just for that you get it first," Naruto said with a smirk as he took off his shirt. "Hooray!" Starfire bounced giddily, making her melons bounce as well despite the metal bikini. However, her dance of happiness was cut off as she found the chain of the collar on her neck suddenly being pulled by Naruto towards him. "Since you will have the honor of taking my PP first, you will honor me by removing my pants and sucking me off with your sister and mother," Naruto ordered. "Of course." Starfire exclaimed happily as she knelt down before him and pulled down his pants and underwear to pull out his massive pages. It springing from its confines and slapping her on her face as she gazed with wonder at the massive schlong. "No matter how many times I see it, I never get tired of the sight," Komi said as she knelt on his right while her sister moved to the left side of his. Their mother crawled seductively along the floor towards Naruto before she stopped directly kneeling before the head of his pages, her mouth watering at the sight of his thick PP in her face. "Show me what this family of SLTS can do," Naruto ordered them. The three Tamaranian women took that as their cue to get things started. Komi and Kori started to run their tongues along his from their respective sides, licking his PP like it was a lollipop. Luandar meanwhile engulfed the head of his PP in her wet mouth and started to suckle on it, her bright green eyes looking up at Naruto reverently the entire time as she did so. I should have done this sooner." Naruto grunted out in approval as he pet Komi and Kori with his hands playing with their hair as they licked. "If only I had been on Tamarin when you visited. You could have been named the new king and we could have celebrated with the SEC," Kori said before she resumed licking his PP. "King huh?" Naruto mused as he technically did kill the previous king and claimed the queen as a cum dump. He probably would be considered king by that logic. "If you ever wish, I will give you the planet, my lord," Luandar spoke up without any hesitation before going back to sucking him off. She'd sell out her planet for his PP. "Heh, interesting. For now though I just wish to play with you and your salty daughters," Naruto grinned. "Of course Coriandar and Komiandar, please him and get him ready for me." "So says your queen," Luandar ordered her daughters as she stopped her sucking him off. "Of course it's what I love doing most," Komi said with a smirk at Naruto as she licked at Naruto's PP slowly. "Me too. I like sucking my new daddy's PP." Kori giggled as she licked at him. Naruto moaned aloud as the sisters pleasured him before he reached his hand towards the golden chain around Lunadar's neck and pulled her up to her feet towards him, making the tall Tamaranian blush as he literally pulled her into his arms for a searing embrace. Something she absolutely enjoyed. Are my daughters pleasing you enough, my lord?" Luandar asked as she panted from the hot embrace. "They soon will be, Kori, on the bed," Naruto ordered. "But you didn't leak yet," Kori said as she licked at him fervently hoping to coax his juice out. "Yeah, we want to taste your seed," Komi whined cutely as she licked. "Such needy girls, fine, but you'll share the juice with your mother," Naruto told the two with a smirk at Luandar, who bowed and got on her knees next to her daughters. Yes, Daddy. The two spoke up at once before the three Tamaranian women started to tongue his pages. Hoping their tongues together would coax his load out. Oh yeah. Here it comes. Take it my space SLTS. Naruto yelled as his PP twitched violently before it fired its seed all over the three women. The three alien beauties moaned as Naruto's SMN sprayed like a hose all over them. Their mouths being filled and their metal bikinis being coated in his seed. Clean each other, Naruto panted as he recovered from his first CLMX. He may have dominated two Tamaranians together before, but three at once was something he's never had before. The mother and daughters huddled together as their tongues licked up and down each other's bodies. Acting more like starving animals trying to scrounge up their first meal in a long time. So good, Komi moaned as she licked her lips while Kori and Luandar were making out with each other. Trading his juice between their mouths in a passionate makeout. Naruto growled lustfully seeing this as his PP twitched once more as it hardened again. Do you want me, Daddy? Kori asked cutely once she stopped making out with her mother. On the bed. Now, Naruto growled out at the alien heroine. Coriandar immediately crawled onto the bed onto her hands and knees as Naruto clambered atop her before he ripped off her metal bikini top and bottoms. Leaving only the chain and collar around her neck. While I ruin your sister and daughter, you two better strip each other of your bikinis but leave the collars and chains. Disobey and you'll be punished, Naruto ordered Komi and Luandar as he slammed his PP fully inside Starfire's CNT. Kori screamed out as Naruto started to roughly PND into her as he grabbed the chain around her neck and pulled it. Making the voluptuous titan arch her back as he jackhammered into her twat. Meanwhile Komi and Luandar were stripping each other of their metal bikinis, leaving their collars and chains before they watched Naruto go completely wild on Coriandar's pages. Her screams echoing throughout the room. DMN. You're always a good F-star babe. Naruto groaned as he gripped Kori's melons as he felt he was gonna CLMX soon. Ah. By Zal, you're so rough on my grebnacks. Starfire yelled from his manhandling of her tips. You know you love it. You ready for daddy's seed? Naruto growled out with a grin at Kori. Yes, daddy. Please give your daughter your glorious seed. Coriandar bellowed. Naruto shouted out as he climaxed strong inside Kori as she screamed out as she also climaxed on his PP arching her back. In her pleasure her eye beams activated and fired into the wall. Scorching two small holes in the wall. I'll fix that later, Naruto shrugged as Kori fell forward off of his PP and fell face first onto the bed. Naruto turned around but suddenly found himself floating in the air. Say what? Naruto asked, genuinely confused. I found a button. I was curious what it did, Komi said with a smirk over by a button on the wall before she used her flight to fly towards him. I know how much you love to F me in the air, and in here we don't need to worry about crashing into planes, Komi said before she straddled his PP as he floated in low gravity. Naruto grabbed the chain dangling from her neck as she bounced up and down on his PP cowgirl style while he floated above the bed. He pulled Komi down by the chain so she was face to face with him as she bounced on his thick PP. You like this, daddy? Komi asked lustfully as she gyrated her hips. I love you, Naruto growled as he pulled Komi into a savage embrace while Komi moved her hips back and forth. Over and over again wanting to feel his seed flood her while they were in the air. Naruto broke their embrace apart and suddenly felt two soft objects wrap around the back of his head. Looking he saw Luandar had her melons around his head like a pillow or cushion while flying underneath him. Since my daughter is almost done, I figured your queen should join her king in the air, Luandar spoke up with a smile. F off, mother. This is my time with my MSTR. Komi yelled as she bounced even more fervently on Naruto's pages. Her melons jiggling and bouncing during her mid-air CTS in low gravity. You almost there, MSTR. You getting close to unloading inside your were princess. Komi asked with her tongue hanging from her mouth due to the pleasure she was feeling. Almost so, keep it up, Naruto grunted out as he pulled and held her close while he rested his head in between her mother's melons like a pillow. Leak in me. Leak in me. Leak inside me. Komi screamed in joy. Her mind going haywire from the pleasure she was feeling from his pee-pee. Gah! Take it, my princess! Naruto shouted as he let his load loose inside of her CNT. Making Komi scream out from the pleasure overload of feeling his hot juice flood her pee-pee. Komi tilted her head back as she screamed aloud before she slid off Naruto's pee-pee as Luandar pulled him from behind back down towards the bed. As soon as he was back on the bed, Luandar went over to the button and clicked it, returning gravity to normal. I hope you still have energy for a more experienced woman, my lord, Luandar told him with a smile before she clicked a different button and made all the lights in the room turn from white to pink. Oh, I have plenty left in me to PND that CCMLF body until you pass out, Naruto smirked at the Tamaranian queen. Then take me, my lord, oh. Luandar squeaked out as she found herself pulled by her chain towards him on the bed as he lifted her up by her long, luscious legs before he stood up with her hovering directly over his pages. It pointing directly up towards her PP, completely rigid and rough-looking WS. She looked down at his throbbing PP, licking her lips. Such an energetic lord, Luandar said with a stuck smile before Naruto pulled her down and impaled her fully with his pages, making the MLF queen scream from his actions. Our daddy is always so active, Kori cooed as she and Komi panted as they watched Naruto PND away at their mother. PND that beach Naruto, Komi said with a grin, enjoying the show. Oh yeah, I love it when I have my beaches cheer me on, Naruto grunted as he thrust it harder inside Luandar. Kori and Komi smiled at this before they started to cheer Naruto on. Each cheer making him move harder and faster inside the MLF CNT. Are you enjoying yourself, my lord? Luandar panted out as her melons shook violently from the ferocity of the supervillain's thrusts. 2 princesses and a queen conquered by me. There's no one who wouldn't enjoy this, Naruto said with a smirk. Kori and Komi crawled to Naruto and hugged his sides and started to embrace and lick at his cheek like horny pets as he f'd your mother. Do it, MSTR, make her break, Komi purred as she licked at Naruto's cheek. Yes, then you can play with us more, daddy, Kori mewled as she licked at his cheek. Oh Zal, it feels so good. Luandar yelled aloud. Her tongue hanging out of her mouth and drool seeping from her tongue to the bed below. How much better am I than your idiotic ex-husband? Naruto asked with a smirk. He pales in comparison to you, my lord. Now defile my royal womb. Luandar yelled. Do it, daddy. Put a baby in her. Kori giggled as she trailed her hand on Naruto's abs. Guess I should have guessed your mom was a bigger slut than you two, Naruto smirked. Hey, we're plenty salty, Komi said with a pout. Yes, let us show you, daddy. Kori said before she pulled Komi into a heated embrace. The 2 sisters swapping spit and grpng each other while Luandar could only scream from his actions. Naruto growled at this as seeing this was enough to make his PP throb strong inside the MLF. Aw. Please, my lord, let me feel your seed flood my womb. Please give me whatever you deem worthy of a salty queen like me, Luandar yelled. Naruto threw his head back and roared as he fired his seed into the Tamaranian queen's pages, letting the MLF fall off his PP to the bed below. Naruto pulled away, panting for breath at this before he looked to the side and saw Kori and Komi on the bed and then still making out before they pulled away from each other and looked at him with sultry looks. Come play with us, daddy, both sisters said together as their eyes glowed. Oh, I wasn't gonna stop, Naruto smirked before he pounced on Komi, bringing her to the bed on her back. The 3 Tamaranian women getting completely and roughly till their session ended. Or at least till their mother submitted easily like they did. Either way, lots of screams and flesh slapping against flesh echoed throughout the space-themed room. Hours later. Ivy was sitting in a chair reading a book and sipping some wine while she was forced to listen to and ignore Naruto's rough F of the 3 Tamaranian women. So when you gonna make a move on him? Frank asked curiously. What makes you think I'm that desperate? Please, he may be an immoral horndog and destructive nutjob, but he at least has some ethics, plus there's the fact you keep checking him out, Frank said with a laugh as he shook his head. What ethics? He killed a guy yesterday over a Go-Gurt, Ivy deadpanned. Yeah, but he prioritizes making his girls happy, if you haven't noticed, Frank said. Impregnate me, my lord. Luandar was heard screaming from the massage room by both Ivy and Frank. I'm not ready for that. Naruto yelled. Then use me and my daughters until we break. Luandar begged. Yeah. Get it all the way through me, daddy. Cory was heard screaming. Ivy just took another sip of her wine before the mall doors suddenly burst open, making Ivy drop her wine glass, which shattered while Clayface, King Shark, and Dr. Psycho carried an ornate Egyptian sarcophagus through the door with Harley sitting on it. We're back, beaches. Harley yelled in excitement. Everyone brought their A game. I mean, Psycho, when you made those T-Rex bones come to life and chase that guard. That was moi. Harley exclaimed as she leapt onto the couch Ivy was on while giving a chef's embrace with her hand. You're too kind, Psycho said with a grin and a bow. Literally too kind. Is that King Tut's body? Ivy asked, looking at the sarcophagus. You bet. King Shark said with a grin. Oh man. I was gonna see it Sunday. Ivy groaned. Well, you can see it now, Clayface said. Yeah, plus this is a step up after that last heist the man where dragged us on, Dr. Psycho said as he made air quotes when he said heist. Flashback. Gentlemen, this will be our most important heist yet. Some of us may not come back alive, but we shall see this through till death herself claims us. Naruto told them as they approached a building. Why are we outside a 7-Eleven? Psycho asked with a flat tone. Naruto then kicked open the front doors of the gas station store. Snatch and run, y'all. Naruto yelled before running inside and grabbing some chips and running as the cashier at the counter reached under it for his shotgun. F really? Psycho yelled, ducking under a shotgun blast. Save some Funyuns for me. King Shark yelled as he grabbed some bags and ran after Naruto. Chips. Please. Clayface yelled before he grabbed boxes of donuts. Donuts are truly superior. Clayface yelled. Not my stance, but I respect it. Now run, beach, run. Naruto yelled as he cackled madly as his friends and Psycho ran after him. Get back here, you son of a beach. The cashier yelled, running after them with his shotgun. Tell your wife I said hi, Carl. Naruto yelled, running away laughing crazily. Leaving Psycho alone to sigh and walk away after hiding in an alleyway. He was so beyond this CRP. Flashback end. Harley and Ivy were silent as Poncho finished telling the story. Kaya ha 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 ha. Harley cackled as she fell over laughing, kicking her legs in the air. Oh man, I wish I could have helped. I love Doritos. Frank said as he laughed along with Harley. Ivy just stayed silent with a deadpan look. You see the CRP I deal with, Psycho groaned out. Oh, don't be a beach. Shark and Clayface had fun. Naruto said as he came into the room fully dressed, giving his two friends thumbs up, which they returned. Done with your alien SLTS? Ivy asked blandly. For now. May go F them rough later when their eyes aren't in the back of their heads, Naruto smirked. This ends this edition of the Manware Chronicles, Psycho said with a flat tone. Tune in tomorrow for me with Giganta, Naruto smirked at him. You touch her and I'll dash, Psycho said. You will do nothing but beach and probably watch like a creep, Harley said as she scoffed. God, I love you, Naruto said at this as he couldn't have said it better himself. Oh, do you? Harley smirked back at him. I mean, I love F your fat butt. Yeah, that's it, Naruto said quickly. Oh yeah, we so believe that, ow. Psycho yelled as Naruto smacked him in the back of the head. What's with the mummy SHT? Naruto asked Clayface. We robbed King Tut's body from the museum, Clayface said with a proud tone. Aw man, I was gonna steal it on Sunday, Naruto groaned. I keep saying we should all make a schedule so we don't interfere with each other's heists, King Shark said. Why the hell did you want a mummy corpse? Ivy asked Naruto, dreading the answer. Oh, I wanted to test out my powers on it. See if I could restore some organs to sell on the black market, Naruto explained. Well, it's better than what I feared, Ivy admitted. Yeah, I had you pegged for a grave groupie, Psycho said with a snicker. You're dead tattoo. I only F1 chick over her husband's grave one time. Naruto yelled as he cracked his knuckles as he approached Psycho. No. Mustn't hurt the help. Harley said as she took out a water bottle and squirted Naruto in his face. Naruto hissed at this and backed off. Detroit tap water. He yelled out. Let's see what the news says about our daring caper. Shall we? Clayface suggested. Good idea. Harley yelled as she grabbed a laptop and opened it up to the supervillain news site. What the hell is this? KG Beast asked to join the Legion of Doom. Harley growled out. That prick. Now I have even less reason to accept the invites, Naruto sighed. Oh darn, the Legion missing out on a snack thief, Ivy said flatly. Hey. Cheetos are the SHT. Also they offered it after I killed 5 Green Lanterns last week, Naruto said with a grin. Wow, you hate the Green Lanterns, huh? King Shark asked curiously. Hate the men, gotta admit some of the ladies they have. Yowza. Sinestro's daughter, Saranic, even stops by once a month for some overhaul, loving, Naruto smirked. Hey, who's this troll prick? Harley yelled out as she looked at the comments. Why is no one talking about Harley Quinn? I'd like to nominate her to sit on my face, Clayface read aloud. Note to self, try that later, oof. Naruto was saying before Harley slugged him in the gut with her bat. Harley in a rage started to slam her bat onto the sarcophagus containing the mummy. Destroying both in a fit of fury. You wanna just use your words? Ivy asked deadpan. Okay, look, I've been busting my butt for the past 2 months to get noticed by the Legion of Doom, Harley said as she took some deep breaths. You mean, we've been busting our asses, Psycho said with a frown. I was using the royal eye, Harley said before she took a breath. Okay, look, I'm good, Harley said before she sent one more bat strike onto the pile of broken mummy and sarcophagus. Okay, now I'm good, Harley said. Then she smashed the laptop with her bat in a flurry of strikes. My laptop. King Shark yelled in horror. Aw man, I had 5 terabytes of pawn on there, Naruto groaned. Why the hell did you put pawn on my laptop? Shark demanded. Why do you need pawn? You get more but then a PMP. Psycho yelled. Well, I say pawn, but it was mainly videos of me with my clients when they want to be filmed. Usually Giganta, Lois Lane, Supergirl, and Power Girl, Naruto shrugged. Power tips. There is no way you nailed dash, Psycho was saying, but Naruto cut him off. Ah-ha. I still have it. Naruto yelled as he held up his phone that was playing a video. Who's your F-daddy? Naruto yelled, pulling on Power Girl's cape around her neck like a leash as he F her from behind in front of the camera with her NDE tips bouncing for the camera. Ah. You're my F-daddy villain. I'll let you motorboat my tips. Use your personal power, come dump whenever you want. However you want. Power Girl yelled in utter pleasure. Memo to me, I gotta have Supergirl, her, and Ultra Girl join me for a 4-way, Naruto mused rewatching the video forgetting how F-wild Power Girl was in bed. The beach was a total freak. Okay, back on topic, how can we get noticed by the Legion? Harley asked, hoping for some good ideas. Looking for a new job. Cyborgman asked, wheeling in. I have a few buddies who probably have a few war crimes to commit, Sai suggested. This include changing your pampers, ow. Naruto was saying before Sai's robotic fist cracked against his knee, son of a beach. Naruto growled as he hopped on one leg. Yeah, I don't really think any of us are really war criminal material, Harley said. No one ever thinks they're war criminals, then you aid a separatist movement to overthrow a democratically elected official and boom. You're a war criminal. Sai said with a shrug. That is exactly a war criminal, you senile old fool. Naruto yelled. That too much for you? Ivy asked teasingly. Look, I'm already banned from enough places as it is, and I have a huge client base here. Last thing I need is to lose that because of the bionic geriatric here, Naruto explained. This won't get you in trouble, you punk, but, well, nothing banned worthy. I think, Sai said, trying to recall the job. Maybe we can steal some new supercomputers. King Shark suggested, holding his destroyed laptop. There's merit in that. Electronics are always a good payday, Psycho said. Don't I know it, I stole all the Wayne Station 5s in the city right before Christmas last year, Naruto said with an evil grin. You bstrd. I was trying to buy that for my son. Psycho yelled out in frustration. That a fact. Note to self, drop one off next time I go nail Giganta. I'll throw in some headphones so he doesn't hear us either, Naruto said with a grin. Hey. No happiness for them. Supervillains don't come from happy homes. Psycho yelled. I did, Naruto said simply. Yeah, then you got dumped by that fat but Rav, Herc. Psycho was saying before Naruto grabbed him by the throat. Finish that sentence. Go ahead and do it, I just want to hear what you utter before your final moments, Naruto growled in pure fury. Whoa, he got dumped? King Shark asked Harley. New subject. Let's go to Wayne Tech. Harley yelled in a panic. You want to legally purchase computers? King Shark asked, confused. Never said legally. And never said computers, Harley said, looking at a magazine with Wayne Tech having the cover page for creating an invisible motorcycle. Sounds like a plan. Naruto dropped the midget, Ivy said as she approached Naruto. Not until he finishes what he was saying. Go ahead, Psycho. Do it. Make my day. Naruto growled at the struggling midget, too terrified to try and use his mental abilities. Naruto, drop him and you can have my butt tonight. Harley yelled as she smacked her butt cheek strong for emphasis. You're alive because of her sweet, sugary, butt, Naruto said, dropping Psycho. New rule, don't mention his ex, Clayface said as he helped Psycho to his feet. I still don't know who his ex is, King Shark said with a head shake of confusion. Not saying. I like living, thank you. Psycho groaned as he rubbed his neck. Alright, so Wayne Tech, right? Want me to call in Superwoman and Ultra Girl since Blackfire is indisposed? Naruto asked. Yeah, we may as well bring them, but no playing with them while on the job. Harley yelled at Naruto. DMN it, you're lucky I love your butt bouncing on my thick dash, Naruto was saying till Harley shoved him from behind. Move. Harley yelled as she shoved him to the door. Wayne Tech. Alleyway in front of the building. Harley was currently in the driver's seat of a van with Ivy, Naruto, Superwoman, Ultra Girl, Clayface, King Shark, and Dr. Psycho as they scoped out the building. So how are we doing this? Ivy asked Harley. We're gonna Fast and Furious 7 it since it's on the 26th floor, Harley said as she got bewildered looks from her crew. That's the one where they shoot a car from one skyscraper to another skyscraper, but ultimately there you know just all about family, Harley said before turning to Clayface. Okay, Clayface, activate Operation Deech, Harley ordered until Clayface transformed into an older man with a hat and glasses before he ran inside Wayne Tech. Have you seen my daughter? I mean, she's not actually my daughter. It's quite the tale of woe, you see, if you're interested. You see, I have been cursed with immense amounts of empathy. For you see, my wife had strayed. Clayface in disguise said to a guard at the desk who looked like he'd rather be anywhere but there, while King Shark snuck around them to get through to a server room. Okay King, let us know as soon as you're in, Harley told him via comm. Got it. And thank you for letting me use my brains for once. Most people don't let me be who I am, King Shark said as he entered a server room to see a guard sitting at the desk. Why wouldn't we let you use your tech skills? Naruto asked, finding that stupid. No idea, King said before he ate the head off the guard and kicked his bloody corpse to the floor to sit in his chair before hacking into the terminal. Alright, I can hack the first 3 doors, but the retinal scanner to the entrance to the room the bike is in is on you, Shark explained. Copy that. Yo Ultra Tips, Super Slot. We're going up. Naruto exclaimed with a deranged cackle. I'm not carrying the midget. Superwoman exclaimed. Just do it, woman. Naruto yelled out. If you touch me anywhere I will electrify your insides, Superwoman said to Psycho. No problem, I'm not into his SLTS, Psycho said with a scoff as Superwoman grabbed him by the back of his shirt. I shall carry you, MSTR, Ultra Girl said to Naruto, who nodded as she grabbed him by his arm and pulled him up. Ivy, want to leak in? Harley asked Ivy, who shook her head. Nah, I'll stay down here for perimeter control if SHT hits the fan, Ivy said. Oh come on, what could possibly go wrong? Harley asked before she was grabbed by Superwoman and pulled up via flight under the evil Wonder Woman counterpart's arm like baggage. Hey! I am not baggage. Harley yelled at Superwoman as she flew them up. Quiet, Superwoman told her, since they didn't need to draw attention to them during the robbery. Soon though all of them were in front of a window to the 26th floor. Overhaul, make a hole, Harley ordered as she didn't need them making a lot of noise. Naruto smirked beneath his mask before holding up his left hand, and Ultra Girl pulled off his glove so he could decay the window to ash. Once all of them entered, however, they saw a squad of guards enter the room with a pizza box as if on break before they all just stared wordlessly at each other. DMN, is this not my apartment? Naruto asked with a chuckle. Freeze, freak, one of the guards shouted before some laser blasts burned through his head like a hot knife through butter. The guards all looked at Ultra Girl, whose eyes were red and smoking as she put down Naruto. Evil Kryptonian. Get the kryptonite minigun. One of the guards yelled before Superwoman was in front of him and pulling his heart out of his chest with her bare hands. Ladies, please deal with them and make it showy for when the cops arrive. Leave one alive, however, for the retinal scanner, Naruto said to Superwoman and Ultra Girl, who grinned before they both charged at the guards. Superwoman grabbed one guard and shoved him face first through another guard's, but all the way through his body, making both of them explode from a show of gore. Ultra Girl meanwhile grabbed another guard by his face and crushed it before his brain flew out the back of the man's head, shooting into another guard like a bullet and ripping through his chest at super fast speed before the brain splattered against the walls. Wow, Harley said with wide eyes at this, as only one guard was left looking on in horror before Psycho used his powers to freeze his body. Still annoyed I recruited them? Naruto asked with a grin. Well, kinda, you finally tap my butt and the next morning you run off to other dimensions to go hunt for more SLTS, Harley said with a pout. Beach, we ain't a couple. What do you care? Naruto asked. This coming from the guy who said he would cut some fanboys that were stalking her, Psycho grumbled as he telekinetically lifted the guard. Hey! Only I get to stalk that sweet butt. Naruto yelled, pointing at Harley. Nice to know you care deep down in your pitch-black heart, Whiskers, Harley said as she pinched Naruto's cheek. I don't. Don't spread such lies. Naruto yelled. So if I said I was looking to get back with Jock Dash, Harley was asking. I would kill him. Oh, you little beach. Naruto yelled as he realized Harley just played him. Harley laughed at this as she led the way through the now open door towards the room with the retinal scanner. Good thing Clayface is distracting that guard, Harley said. With Clayface. And so after 5 long years I finally married the woman who would eventually have a tryst with another fellow. You see, after our marriage things only went worse as. Clayface rambled on as the guard looked tempted to shoot himself in the head to end the torture of listening to the man talk. Back with Harley and Co. The group made it to the retinal scanner before Psycho pushed the frozen guard up to it with his telekinesis to use the man's eyes to enter. The door opened for them seconds later, to reveal a room with a platform surrounded by lasers lining the room. In a spy movie like Laser Trap. Well, there's the bike, and guess Brucey is a James Bond fan. Naruto mused before he grabbed the guard that helped them get in. Thanks for the help, buddy, Naruto said before pulling off his right glove and splattering the man on the wall of the hallway. So what's the plan to deal with the lasers, oh great leader? Psycho asked Harley. Psycho, I'm AF gymnast. What do you think? Harley asked as she cartwheeled into the room and started flipping around to avoid the lasers. I can attest to the fact she's very flexible, Naruto said with a grin as he watched Harley flip, bend, and contort to avoid the lasers till she made it onto the platform where the invisible bike was. Woo! Let's go, and boohoo, even more restricted access. Harley yelled, seeing a door with the words, even more restricted access, printed on it. This dimension is stupid, why would you need an invisible bike? Superwoman asked with a scoff. I don't know, why does your fat-assed counterpart have an invisible plane? Naruto asked. Remind me to kick her butt for being stupid, Superwoman said with a twitching eyebrow. Let me watch, and it's a deal. Naruto grinned as he wasn't gonna pass up a opportunity like that. Let's see what's in there instead. Harley yelled before she walked away from the invisible bike and started making her way to the restricted door. Curious what prize was on the other side of that door. With Clayface minutes later. Now mind you, that was not the first time I was cuckolded, Clayface was saying to the guard at the desk before a door suddenly exploded nearby from a punch from Ultra Girl. Go! 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 Ultra Girl yelled as Harley ran past her holding an electronic button device followed by King Shark. Where's the bike? Clayface asked as they ran away from guards while Naruto and Superwoman held them off as the guard behind the desk hit an alarm. Stop those thieves and the terrible storyteller. The guard yelled as the gates to the building started to shutter and close off the door. We gotta go. Overhaul yelled as he placed his hand on the ground where guards were funneling after them and made spikes rise to impale them as he and Superwoman ran after the others. You think they would be expecting that move when they chase you by now, Harley said. Move your fat butt. Naruto yelled as he ran past Harley and smacked her butt as he passed her. The group made it through the closing gate except Clayface lost his transformed hat. He reached under the closing gate to grab it, but the gate closed, cutting off his right arm. Ah! My arm! Clayface yelled out as he held his stump. Mourn your jerk-off hand later. We gotta go. Naruto yelled. But my arm! Clayface yelled before Ultra Girl grabbed him and dragged him away. Where the F is the midget? Naruto yelled before they heard an explosion to see Dr. Psycho riding the invisible motorcycle out the window of Wayne Tech. On the 26th floor. I am a golden god. Psycho yelled before he started to descend on the motorcycle. Towards the ground, ah damn it. He yelled before he jumped off the bike as it headed towards a building. The bike crashed into it and exploded, sending him careening off course as he free fell to the ground and would have splattered against the concrete. If Ivy hadn't caught him with her vines and held him in her arms to catch him. Oh, you poor little beach, Ivy told him in a cooing tone like he was a child. Keep moving. The bat will be here soon like the punk but joy kill he is. Naruto yelled at them as they all got in the van. You of all people want to run away? Harley asked, bewildered. No, but you people would get in my way if I threw down with tall, dark, and broody, Naruto yelled. So you do care if we get hurt, Harley said with a smirk. Just for that I am gonna collect on that payment for not killing Psycho as soon as I'm done with my client tonight, Naruto growled as he grabbed Harley's butt and pulled her into his lap. Punch it! Psycho yelled as King Shark drove them off. Mall base. Woo! That was awesome. Everyone kicked major butt. Harley cackled as she sat on the couch. No. No, we did not. That was AF disaster. Psycho yelled angrily at Harley. Oh, calm down, Mini-Me. We stole this. Harley yelled, holding up the button device she stole. We stole a garage door opener. Ivy asked with a flat tone. What? No. It was behind a locked door and is the most cutting piece of tech that Wayne had. Harley said with a grin. You have no clue what it does to you? Ivy asked deadpan. Not a clue, Harley said with a shrug. You're lucky you're cute, Naruto said as he sat down next to her. Oi, I'm ready for the heist. Sai yelled as he wheeled in, and it's gonna be delicious. He said with a grin. Silence was all that he was met with. SHT. I missed it, didn't I? He asked. If you could even call that SHT a heist. Clayface lost his arm, Psycho said, pointing to Clayface. No, it's fine, I can just play one-armed characters, Clayface said with a sigh. Ooh, we were reviewed by the cowled critic. Harley yelled excitedly as she opened up a video on her phone. He's the only reviewer the Legion listens to, Harley said, excited to hear what was gonna be said about her daring heist. Alright, I learned something today, cowlheads. And that's Harley Quinn and her crew aren't worthy of Legionnaire's disease, let alone the Legion of Doom, the virtual skull giving the review stated. Wait, what? Harley yelled, offended. But why should we be surprised? After all, her crew has the universally hated Dr. Psycho and his hussy new girlfriend Poison Ivy, the critic stated, showing a pic of Ivy holding Psycho. What? Ivy and Naruto yelled at this. That's out of context. You're not even my type. Psycho yelled. I should have let you drop, Ivy scowled. Now there are some silver linings to the crew, admittedly. Blackfire is usually competent but wasn't around for this heist. And it seems like Harley went and found herself an evil Kryptonian and some evil Wonder Woman twin, but the two are far too powerful and probably don't need this team. So expect them to go solo in about a week, the critic stated. Interesting, Superwoman said with a smirk. You do what you're told, trick. Naruto yelled at her. Make me. Superwoman smirked. Naruto smirked evilly at this as he tackled his woman and smashed through a wall. Ugh, Ivy groaned as she shook her head. Lastly, the only competent member on the team is Overhaul. Which, if you've seen my previous reviews, is a scary thought. See my previous review of Overhaul and the Bagel Shop Crusade, the cowled critic said simply. Say uncle my thick beach. Naruto was heard. Yelling as a smacking sound was heard in the other room. That's competent? Psycho asked with an annoyed tone. But despite having some powerhouses on her team, Harley as a leader is so incompetent she left behind a crew member who is now in the hands of the Gotham City Police Department, the critic said, so on a scale of 1 to 10 as a leader she gets a -5. What the F is he talking about? We're all here. Harley yelled. Not all of us, Clayface said, pointing to his missing arm. 1 hour later. So what'd I miss? Naruto asked as he came walking back inside with a disheveled-haired Superwoman limping beside him. Clayface arm is sentient and gonna spill the beans on us, Ivy deadpanned. Ah, gotcha. Well, good luck with freeing him, Naruto said as he went for the door. What? You're not coming? Harley asked curiously. I got a client to see. They booked for the entire night, Naruto said. AKA you're gonna go F some slot, Psycho said as he rolled his eyes. Yup. You could say she's a giant one for me, Naruto snickered before he walked out. Later folks. He said. Alright, who's coming to free Clayface's arm? Harley asked. Not me, Psycho told her. I'm gonna hunt down that critic, he growled. Hang on Psycho, I'll join you, Ivy said as she stood up. Why? Harley asked curiously as Ivy didn't seem the type to do this. He insulted you. I might as well defend you, Ivy said. Aw, Harley happily gushed. And I want to choke him for claiming I'm F the midget, Ivy said, but mostly for you. And for me. For us. Let's go, Ivy said to Psycho as they left. With Naruto 15 minutes later. Naruto approached a house in a nice neighborhood and knocked on the door. Next to it, a massive door 5 times its size opened up. Hey Giganta, your SGRDDY is here and he has a sweet tooth. Naruto grinned as the door opened and Giganta picked him up and pulled him into a hug. Pushing him into her massive chest. God, I love tall beaches, Naruto smirked. Herman's gaming with headphones. We can be as loud as we want, Giganta told him with a pervy grin on her lips. Tell me what you want, Naruto smirked as Giganta dragged him onto the couch of the living room. I wanna feel that tongue of yours eat me out like no one else can, Giganta told him as she pulled up her pink dress with a grin revealing she had no underwear underneath. Sure thing. Get that big butt over here and bend over my giant slot, Naruto smirked. You make me leak strong enough and you can F this but, Giganta smirked as she bent over in front of him and smacked her butt strong for emphasis like she knew he loved. Naruto grabbed her by her legs. Oh, I'm gonna make you drip your F brains out, Naruto growled before he stuck his head in between her legs and started to lick at the giant woman's dripping CNT as if it were an ice cream cone. Oh F, I missed this. Giganta squealed out as she felt her lover's tongue explore her twat. No one else could compare to him. God, I love making you squeal, Naruto smirked. Get back to work, stud. Giganta demanded as she pushed her butt back to get him back inside her. She screamed yet again when she felt his hand grip onto her large butt and continued licking at her depths. Oh F. Oh F. Oh F. Giganta moaned as he was making short work of her. He knew her most NTMT spots far too well. Let it out my appealing Amazon, Naruto smirked as he played with her CLT with his free hand. Coming. Giganta yelled as she climaxed. Sending a torrent of juices all over Naruto's face. Just as the front door had someone knock on it. Get lost, Giganta yelled as Naruto got up and unzipped his pants. Wait. Giganta. You're the F critic. The voice of Dr. Psycho yelled having recognized his voice. Get lost. You miserable baby D midget. Go back to your jolly green where. Giganta yelled out. God, I'm gonna F destroy your butt, Naruto grinned as he gripped her butt and thrusted strong into her butt. As he did so the door broke open from vines ripping it apart letting Dr. Psycho and Poison Ivy in. Oh F. You're so deep. Giganta screamed as Naruto started to jackhammer into her butt. Yeah, take my PP my giant beach. Naruto grunted before seeing Dr. Psycho and Ivy. Yo. What are you two doing here? He asked nonchalantly as if he wasn't a giant woman. Ivy just blushed before looking at Psycho. How did you and her work in bed? She asked. Not. Well, Psycho growled out. You're DMN right. I got a real man now. So take that plant beach of yours and leave my house. Giganta yelled at them while Naruto kept her. Watch it, she's a friend, Naruto grunted as he smacked Giganta's butt making it ripple. Ah. So rough. Giganta moaned as she let Naruto just her like a piece of meat. Look, we're just here to find the cowled critic, Ivy said as they had traced the critic here. Then search the place while I get wrecked DMN it. Giganta bellowed as she was getting pounded into. Okay, Ivy, you search down here. I'll search upstairs, Psycho said with a sigh since he just did not want to see his ex-wife getting F by the manwar. Ivy said, looking at the sight of Naruto F Giganta and not paying any attention to Psycho whatsoever. Either get in line or walk away, Naruto grunted as he grabbed Giganta's long hair and pulled it back towards him, making the giant woman scream from his manhandling of her despite his smaller size. F it, Ivy said as she walked towards them. "Hey, I knew I would get ya," Naruto smirked. "Same rules as Harley. I'm only doing this to get off," Ivy said with a glare. "Works for me. I've been waiting to plow that field of yours for long enough." Naruto smirked. "Ah. I'm almost there, at least give me your juices first before you F another woman," Giganta begged. "That's the plan, my dear, now take it." Naruto growled as he smacked her, but with each move as he started thrusting faster. Ah. 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 Giganta squealed aloud as she climaxed on him, her juices spraying and drenching the couch behind them. "F take it," Naruto yelled as he came inside the giant woman's butt, filling her up with his hot juice. After Naruto pulled out of her, Giganta fell to the floor face first, her massive tips cushioning her fall. "Now," Naruto said as he turned to look at Ivy, "I've been waiting for this for a while, so how should I do this?" he asked himself as he stood up fully NDE, his irked PP on display. Ivy blushed at this and composed herself before she unzipped her pants and dropped them before she bent over a table. "Just do it and make me feel it," Ivy told him. "Oh, but you're far too dressed for that," Naruto said as he grabbed her jacket with his unloved right hand and used overhaul to shred and reform her clothes off her body, leaving the plant woman naked, her green skin on full display along with her dark green nipples. "You gonna F me or what?" Ivy asked as she looked at him over her shoulder. "Sorry, I'm just savoring how appealing you are presenting yourself to me. I could just eat you up. In fact." Naruto smirked before he brought his face to her PP and licked her. "Ah. I said just F me. Why, you idiot." Ivy was trying to say but screamed as he hit her sensitive spots in seconds. "Oh, but I told you I'd eat your greens, remember?" Naruto smirked, "But fine, if you want a PP splitting you open that bad, I'll happily oblige," Naruto said as he stood up behind her. "Why, you better make me leak strong," Ivy told him, still on edge from his tonguing. Naruto just smirked and slammed his PP wordlessly inside her pages, fully hilting himself in her CNT and making her scream at the sudden intrusion. "F. You're a tight one," Naruto grunted out as he started to slam in and out of her, making the plant woman scream at each move he gave her. While she had SEC before, this was something else entirely. He was rough, brutal, and his massive PP was ripping her tight PP apart. "Oh F." Ivy screamed as she felt her body being used by Naruto like it was a toy. And somehow it made her feel immense pleasure from that thought alone. "Ugh, you were so worth the wait. You're a first-class piece of but," Naruto grunted out as he held her hips tight. "Oh God." Ivy yelled, having never been F like this before. She yelped however when Naruto grabbed her by her hair and tugged. "I'm the new devil, remember? You swear to me." "Not God," he grunted out as he fully slammed his PP inside her with a rough move as he pulled her hair back, making her back arch and her massive tips bounce. "Ah. I'm gonna. Ah." Ivy screeched as she climaxed with an earth-shaking orgasm. So powerful was it that plants started to spontaneously grow in the front yard to Giganta's house. "Ha ha ha. I love it when my beaches lose control of their powers in bed." Naruto cackled as he kept F the chlorokinetic woman despite her having already orgasmed, meaning her body was still sensitive to his actions. "Ah. Ah. Slow down, I'm still recovering," Ivy begged. "F that. I'm almost there." I can't wait to seed you my flower, Naruto growled out as he thrusted more rapidly trying to get himself off with the plant babe's body. Ah. Ah. FFUWAKUK. Ivy screamed as she hit another orgasm just as Naruto reached his own. Take it. Naruto roared as he let his load out inside the plant woman's tight CNT as she came. Ivy panted for breath after her second orgasm as she was barely conscious before she felt Naruto lean over her and embrace her neck possessively. Hey, none of that, that's my spot, Ivy told him before she screamed as he immediately hit her spot again. It ain't love, I'm marking you as my beach. Naruto grunted. Ah. Prove it. It feels like love to me, Whiskers, Ivy said with a defiant look as she looked back at Naruto over her shoulder with a smug look. Oh, I'll show you all right. I'll show all of you. Naruto roared as he pounded inside Ivy with renewed vigor. 2 hours later. Hey, Harley just texted me that she needs heat, what the F? Psycho yelled as he came downstairs after speaking with his son about him being the cowled critic. Good, your wife is almost passed out and Ivy here is AF freak, Naruto said as he was currently face F Giganta who had half-lidded eyes. I still say that felt more like love, Ivy said as she pulled up her pants. Well, let's go save the CC clown and after that I'll show you and Giganta here how much of a beast I really am. It'd be nice to stop holding back on you both after all, Naruto said as he came one last time in Giganta's mouth before she fell off his PP and passed out to the floor. You're holding back? Ivy asked with wide eyes. Yup, though you're definitely my top 5 favorite lays, Naruto said with a smirk at Ivy as he put on his villain outfit. Who's number 1? Ivy asked curiously. None of your business, Naruto said with a scowl, let's just go save the CC clown from the cops, Naruto said as he stormed out of the house. Ivy raised an eyebrow at this and sighed, must be his ex, she thought as she followed after Naruto. Come be back soon MSTR, Giganta said before she fully passed out from how rough Naruto was with her. Making Psycho scowl at her. FCNT, he grumbled before he followed after the 2 villains to save Harley. Gotham Police Department. After failing to get King Shark in the precinct, Harley and Clayface had managed to finally get Clayface his arm back. And now Batman and Jim Gordon were trying to arrest them. Superwoman and Ultra Girl were currently ripping apart cops to keep them from interfering after they returned from a fake crime being told to them by a disguised Clayface. As Batman approached Harley, he and Jim turned around to see a massive vine slam into the roof of the building. And then another one. And soon a giant platform of vines sprung up with Ivy, Dr. Psycho, and Overhaul standing on them to get above the rooftop. Hiya clown babe. Heard you needed help against Broody and the drunk. Naruto cackled insanely as he flexed his ungloved hands. Overhaul, Batman glared at him. The villain did tear his son's arm off after all. Hey Bats. Your son hurt himself with his new arm yet? Naruto asked before seeing Jim, and the shitty cop too. How's Barbara doing? Naruto asked smirking under his mask. I'll kill you for my daughter. Gordon yelled. Barbara might not like that, she said I was best ever and if I need a fix I can use her like a cheap piece of meat. Besides, I was talking about your wife Barbara. After all, she joined in last time I banged your CC daughter, Naruto smirked. Holy SHT. Harley yelled wide-eyed at that info. Naruto really knew how to get under people's skin. She cheated on me. With you? Gordon yelled in a rage as he pulled out his gun. Naruto leapt off the plants and slammed his hand on the ground and made the roof collapse under Gordon. Your choice, Bats, us or the drunk. Naruto yelled as Gordon yelled as he fell, tick-tock Batsy. Naruto mocked. Batman glared before he jumped down the hole and went to save Gordon. I was hoping you'd let him die for our rematch. Oh well, Naruto said with a shrug before reforming where the hole was with Overhaul to close it up. Alright clown babe, let's round up everyone and head home. Naruto yelled as the crew started to leave. with Superwoman and Ultra Girl following after reducing the numbers of Gotham's police force by over half. Mall based the next day. And so cowlheads, it is with a heavy heart that I retract my previous review. Harley Quinn and her crew have more than proven themselves worthy of joining the Legion of Doom, the cowled critic said on his podcast, which was being played on Harley's phone. Look, obviously I want to get in the Legion of Doom. But it shouldn't have been more important than you guys, Harley said apologetically to her team. Hey, check it out. Psycho said. The video continued with a picture of him. And I'd also like to give a shout out to Dr. Psycho, who I slandered in my last review. His powers are super useful, and despite no longer being in the Legion himself is still a powerful villain. And I'm sure his super cool son is proud of him. The critic said, making Psycho smile. Should I wipe that smile off his face? Naruto asked before Ivy slapped him in the shoulder. Let him have this one, she told him. Oh fine, can I tell Harley? Naruto asked with a smirk. Later, Ivy whispered. And I'd also like to retract my claim of Dr. Psycho and Poison Ivy as a couple. That was on me. Since like many villainesses and heroines, Poison Ivy has been caught on camera going at it with Overhaul, the critic said as a censored pic of the 2F was shown. Say what? Harley yelled in shock at this reveal. He pranked me, Naruto chuckled as. Herman bugged the house and must have caught that when going through footage. To be fair, Naruto did do crazy SHT in that house a lot that got covered on this podcast. Like the football team he slaughtered 5 months ago. Or the time he tied up vegans and force-fed them meatloaf. Good times. Harley Quinn and her crew are more than worthy of being nominated for the Legion of Doom. If she would just stop letting team members keep getting captured. Yes. Harley yelled. Pass, Naruto and Ivy said together. Oh come on, the Legion is GR, wait, we don't have anyone else captured. OF King. Harley yelled in a panic since Shark was captured. Blackgate Prison. King Shark was sitting in a cell drinking a bag filled with toilet wine as an inmate was kneeling before the shark, terrified. Daryl, if you ever bring me inferior toilet wine again, I'll be forced to shank you in the showers. And you know I don't want to do that, King Shark told him as the man nodded terrified and ran off. Hee hee. I like being the cool boss, Shark chuckled. Suddenly the wall to his cell decayed away, showing Naruto and Harley. Knock knock, mother F heirs. Naruto shouted. Oh God, Overhaul's here. One of the prisoners shouted from a cell. That BSTRD F my wife. He F my daughter. Son of a beach F my mom. He ate my liver. He stole my car and drove it into a Dairy Queen. How many people did you PSS off here? Harley asked curiously. I lost track after number 57, Naruto shrugged. Anyways, sorry we were late to get you, King, Harley said as she hugged King Shark. Oh, it's fine guys, I know you wouldn't purposely forget me. Besides, it let me see firsthand the failings of the prison industrial complex, King Shark said. Of course not. You're my boy. I don't have a lot of male friends I can trust. They keep trying to steal my ramen and my pawn. Naruto told him. Now let's get out of this place. Hey fresh fish. Here fishy fishy, some prisoners started to heckle some new prisoners as they appeared. Guys, I know it's all in fun, but, what the F did I tell you about using that word? Shark demanded of the prisoner. Oh yeah. Sorry, King. Sorry about that. The prisoners yelled. Ah, they're learning. Baby steps. I will kill each and every one of you with my bare hands if I have to. King yelled as he was taken out of the cell by Naruto and Harley. Come on, let's go. I gotta go F Giganta some more. She paid for an extra day, Naruto said as they all left the prison. Gotham City. It was 2 weeks after the crew had freed King Shark from prison. While most of the crew was laying low at the mall, Harley was having coffee with the tax book containing Queen of Fables at her tax office. And that's one chipmunk we'll never forget. In other news, evil sorceress Queen of Fables won a huge ruling today when a judge found her imprisonment in AU.S tax code to be cruel and unusual punishment, Tawny said via a giant screen in central Gotham showing a picture of Queen of Fables drunk on the ground and flipping off everyone present. They always use that same DMN picture, Queen of Fables complained from her tax book. Better than the picture they use of me, Harley said, showing a picture of herself that showed her mouth open and eyes half closed. From what I heard they paid a premium for that picture, so of course they'll use it, Naruto said, entering the tax office carrying a sack of something. That's 'cause you sold it to them, you whiskered bstrd. Harley yelled at Naruto. Hey, don't blame me. It was a slow day with my clients since I had only gotten with 10 of them that day, Naruto said, defending himself before dropping the sack on Queen of Fables' desk. What the hell is this SHT? Queen of Fables asked, irritated. I owe the IRS some back taxes and need to know the exact amount I need to steal or create, Naruto said as he sat down in a seat next to Harley. You pay taxes? You. Mr. Slaughter everyone who looks at you funny? Harley asked, baffled at this admission. Listen, clown babe, I'll fight many things, lions, tigers, bears, Kryptonians, Tamaranans, Green Lanterns, billionaires in need of getting laid, people who F bats, butlers, vampires, magicians, vampire magicians, ninjas, samurais, the undead dash, Naruto was saying before he was cut off. We get it. Queen of Fables yelled, getting annoyed at Naruto's bull CRP. My point is the IRS is on my very short list of things I don't F with, Naruto said. That's a first for you, I guess, Harley snorted. Oh, don't get your panties in a twist. I'm still the violent nutbar all the ladies love to have wrecked their tight twats, Naruto said simply as he put his feet up on the desk. Feet on the ground or I'll have the IRS auditing you until you're old and gray. Queen of Fables said with a threatening tone of voice. I'm putting my feet down, but not because you told me to. Naruto said, taking his feet off her desk. Well, at least you won't have to put up with people's taxes once you're freed, Fables. We still gonna do our weekly coffees once you're out? Harley asked curiously. If I'm not too busy getting my F on, sure, Fables said before the two villainesses laughed. You know, if you want someone for help with that, Naruto said with a smirk. Not with 1,000 condoms, Fables deadpanned. Oh, so there's a number now? Naruto smirked at this. Ignoring the man, we're here, what's the update with the Legion of Doom? Fables asked Harley, ignoring Naruto. Nada. Same as last week, Harley explained with an annoyed tone. Same here too. I'm running out of room for all the acceptance letters and I'm getting sick of turning them all to dust, Naruto said with a scowl of annoyance. I still don't understand why the Legion would want you over me, Harley said as she scowled at Naruto. Body count and the fact that I have information on certain heroines since I give them a piping on the regular, Naruto said simply. Can't you go one day without being perverted? Harley asked with an annoyed tone. This coming from you when you love when I'm ball deep in your butt and pulling on your pigtails while you squeal like a dash, Naruto was saying before Harley elbowed him in his PP. Oh God. That was the left TSTCL. Naruto groaned, falling to the floor. So Fables, who do I have to blow up to get into the Legion? Harley asked, ignoring Naruto's pain. I'd say Jim in accounting, but that's because he pays his taxes in pennies, Fables said. In all seriousness though, find what the Legion wants most and get it for yourself, Fables explained. Alright, you two get going. I have a 2 o'clock with an independent contractor who keeps his receipts in AF in Alf lunchbox, Fables told them. Sure thing. See you when you get out. Let's go overhaul, Harley said, grabbing Naruto and dragging him out as he held his groin. Your butt is so getting rammed for this. Naruto yelled out. So like normal then? Harley asked with a smirk as she smacked her butt for emphasis. I meant with no lube, Naruto growled out. OKNKY, Harley said, smirking challengingly at Naruto. Oh, it's FONN. Naruto yelled with a mad grin before he leapt from the ground and pounced on Harley, bringing her to the floor. Hey, not in my building, dammit. You two wanna go F in the street for all I care, but not here. Fables yelled. Fine. Come on, let's role play a PMP and his hoe in the back alley. Naruto said before lifting Harley over his shoulders and carrying her out. Am I the hoe or you? Harley asked, smirking. Oh, it's FONN. FCON 4. Naruto yelled as he destroyed a wall and left through it before repairing it. Please, like he's that good, Fables said with a scoff of disbelief. F yeah. Rail me, you hung whatif. Harley's screams echoed from the alleyway behind Fables' office. Ha! I'll be damned, Fables muttered. A day later, the mall. And so 3 buildings were destroyed yesterday afternoon, killing 30 people, with the witnesses to the scene filming a NDE overhaul and Harley Quinn engaging in CTS before fleeing the scene, a reporter announced. Who's your PMP? Naruto shouted over the footage as he rammed into Harley from behind. Ah! You are PMP Daddy Overhaul. Harley yelled out, a mad grin on her face as Naruto smacked her butt and pulled on her pigtails. Oh God! Harley groaned out from the couch, seeing the footage being reported. And thus we end another showing of As the Man Returns, Psycho said as he changed the channel. Oh please. You act like Harley's the only villainess or heroine I was caught F on the news with, Naruto snickered. You mean like the time you got F Satana during her magic show? King Shark asked as he typed on a laptop. Or your rendezvous with Silver Banshee in that graveyard a month ago? Clayface asked. Or the time you F Power Girl and Supergirl on top of the Daily Planet, Ivy deadpanned. Ah, that was great, the Boy Scout was so mad I was railing his cousins at his place of work. Naruto smirked. He works there? Clayface asked, surprised. Well, that's the rumor, and he showed up after I finished pissed, so I'm assuming the rumor is true, Naruto said with a smile, hiding the fact he knew Soup's identity. Because anyone can goddamn figure it out. My chance at joining the Legion is ruined, Harley groaned. Beach, you act like I haven't F most of the SLTS in the Legion in public scenarios. Now calm your tips and tell us what we're stealing to get your fine. But in the Legion of Doom, Naruto said, knowing Harley probably had an idea for a heist. Harley took a breath. Okay, many Legion members have gone after this. Groot, Bane, Sinestro, even Joker, and they all failed to get this, Harley said, grabbing Shark's laptop before showing something. Cord Industries weather machine, Harley said, showing off the item in question. Bitchin', I'll round up my elite SLTS to help, Naruto said before pulling out his phone. Hey Komi, get Ultra Tips and Super where we got a heist to do. Naruto ordered into the phone. If none of them could steal it, that seems like a pretty good indicator that we should not try, Shark said to Harley. F that. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Naruto yelled. Well said, ya manwar. Harley said with a smile, when we succeed the Legion will be so furious they'll have to notice us. And I mean all of us, not just Overhaul there, Harley said, gesturing to Naruto who was on the phone. What do you mean Kano doesn't have the drags I ordered? DMN, that one-eyed son of a beach. Look, I don't care what fighting tournament he's going to, he owes me those DMN drags. Okay fine, just bring your fine asses back here for the heist. You 3 fly faster than bullets. I'm sure you can make it back fast enough for this weather machine heist tomorrow. Good. See you 3 soon, tell Kano he better have my drags soon. Naruto ordered. Good news, Ultra Girl, Superwoman, and Blackfire will be here to help with the heist for tomorrow, Naruto said, hanging up the phone. Good, that will go well with the recon I sent Clayface to do earlier, Harley said, nodding at this. My character was a sassy divorcee named Brenda, Clayface said, shifting into said character. Huh, I think I F a chick in front of her husband that looked like that, Naruto said as he rubbed his chin in thought. Do we have to listen to the unnecessary backstory thing? Psycho asked before Clayface cut him off. You see, Brenda is just getting back in the dating game for the first time in a while, and she's decided to get adult braces, Clayface said, forming braces on her teeth. Oh God, Psycho groaned out as he pinched his nose. I know what you're thinking, it's a little expensive on a secretary's salary, but no. You can't put a price on a smile. So she threw caution to the wind. Clayface was saying before he was cut off. Clayface. Intel. Harley demanded, reaching her limit. Clayface sighed before returning to normal and morphing his hand into a model of the room where the weather machine is being kept. The machine is being protected by 1,000-ish lasers. According to head scientist Jerome Stansfield, who may or may not be heartbroken when Brenda does not show up to work tomorrow, Clayface explained. How are we ever gonna get past 1,000-ish lasers? King Shark asked as he found the idea crazy. Already thought of that? Psycho? Harley asked to the diminutive telepath beside her to explain the plan. STR Labs created a personal force field device that deflects energy. Psycho said, pulling out some blueprints for the STR Labs building floor plan. Problem is, the only way to get into the room is through an air duct 4 inches wide. I don't know how the hell we're gonna do that, Psycho said. We can always cover you in butter and shove you through it, Naruto said with a smirk. Eat a PP manware. Psycho yelled back. I prefer pie or tuna. More specifically your ex's sweet tuna, Naruto said, smirking. I'll kill you. Psycho yelled before attempting to run at Naruto while Shark and Clayface held him back. Will you both shut the hell up? I'm trying to watch the news. Ivy yelled, sitting on the couch. OSHT. Harley. The news is talking about that book you love. Frank yelled from next to Ivy on the couch. Oh, Clive Cussler's Sahara? Hadley asked as she stood up and made her way over to the couch. Clive Cuz, no Queen of Fables, Ivy said, baffled at Harley's question before she corrected her. Oh, that's right, she's getting out today, Harley said happily. We are bringing you live to the courtroom where Queen of Fables is being released from her textbook prison of 30 years, Tawny said on screen as the camera showed live footage of Zatanna standing in the middle of the courtroom holding said book as she channeled magic through her fingers into the book as pages started to turn on their own. As she swung her arm upwards, the Queen of Fables came out of the book in a cloud of pink smoke and gold glitter. She had E-cup melons, a curvy body, and a plump round butt. Oh yeah. DMN. Feels good to get out of those pages, Fables said happily as she floated above the ground before she descended next to Zatanna. Thanks Zatanna. Thanks Judge. See ya, Fables said before she made her way towards an exit only to be blocked off by security guards from leaving. Whoa. What the, watch the robe. Fables demanded, you said you were gonna release me. She demanded of the judge. I did. From the tax code. But you're hereby sentenced to serve the remainder of your time in Arkham Asylum, the judge ordered with a bang of his gavel. Oh F you. You senile old F wad. Fabled yelled as she was being dragged away. What? That's bullshit. Harley yelled, somebody's gotta do something. Yeah. She's way hotter than the pictures showed. She will get passed around for cigarettes while in Arkham. Naruto yelled at this. Everyone looked at Naruto with flat looks at this before Ivy slapped him in the back of the head. Oh please, you know I ain't wrong, Naruto said, scoffing at them all. She's been stuck in that book for 30 years. Harley yelled her attention back on Fable's situation. Haha. Yeah, 'cause she tried to and almost succeeded to destroy Gotham, Ivy snorted as she shook her head. Yeah, I think it was a lack of affordable housing that destroyed Gotham, but, look, Fables has been a mentor to me. She just gets a bad rap, Harley said. Look, I'm obviously not pro-Arkham, but if there was any person who definitely belongs there, Queen of Fables is at the top of that list, Ivy said. Oh, I got knocked down the list? Naruto asked with a grin at Ivy. No, you're still on it, Ivy deadpanned. Please, you would break me out within a weekend. You can't quit me my rose, Naruto said with a smirk at Ivy. Ivy froze at this before she looked at Naruto with a look at this, not sure how to feel about this pet name. Rose? Psycho asked, snorting, what kind of stupid pet name is that? Better than Giganta calling you Tattoo, Naruto said, smirking. Ha! The plane. The plane. Frank yelled before laughing at this along with Naruto. You're dead. Psycho yelled at Naruto while being held back by Shark and Clayface again. My point is that Fables has it comin' and she's gone, Ivy deadpan seeing Harley was gone. Yeah, while the midget was being held back her and Naruto left. She didn't hear Jack SHT on what you said, Frank said laughing. You're usually more alert, Ivy. Did him calling you his rose actually get to you? Clayface asked curiously. Drop it, mud stain, Ivy said, glaring at Clayface, who quickly shut up. Streets of Gotham. A black van drove down the streets of Gotham towards Arkham Asylum with Queen of Fables cuffed in the back, a Hannibal Lecter-style mask around her face. Let me out, you rent-a-cops, or I swear I'll turn you all into chew toys for my pets. Fables growled out to the two cops sitting on their phones in front of her. Ooh, I'm so scared of the three blind mice attacking us, one cop scoffed. Suddenly the truck shook and stopped. What the F, man? One of the cops yelled as he looked up front and saw that the entire front of the truck was impaled by stone spikes and the driver was impaled through his eyes by said spikes. The back door of the SCRT van suddenly fell to dust, revealing Overhaul and Harley Quinn in front of the two living cops. Sup, Fables? Nice tips, Naruto said, smirking under his mask as he stepped inside the truck. Don't move, Overhaul and Quinn, the cops yelled, pulling out their pistols. Oh no, my one weakness, small guns. Naruto yelled in fake fear before he grabbed one of the cops' head with his left hand and he turned to dust. Stay back, freak. The other cop said, terrified. Oh, are you gonna pee yourself? Then let me give you some advice before you die. In the case of guns and pages, size does matter, Naruto said before he grabbed him by his throat and splattered him across the wall. Well, I'll be damned, Fables said, impressed at this show of brutality. Ah, I couldn't leave you behind, Harley said as she freed Fables from her restraints. And I just like to kill things, Naruto said as he eyed Fables' outfit. Specifically her tips and legs, while she went and grabbed her fairy tale book. Oh, for F's sake, I told you I'm not interested. I'm not swerving with you, I'm not gonna swerve a jump, I'm not hollering at you, I'm not your shorty or your boo. Fables yelled, seeing Naruto was checking her out as she started turning pages in her book. Oh my god, are you summoning Candyman? I don't play that SHT. Naruto yelled as he looked around in a panic. You are such a moron, Harley said with a flat tone at Naruto not knowing street slang. Ah, here we go. Fables said with a grin as she found the right page in her book. Nope. I'm gone. See you two, fine, but beaches later. Naruto yelled, running away, not wanting to face Candyman. Is he really that good AF, or is he just your rebound lay? Fables asked Harley curiously as she wondered what made Harley put up with the unstable Overhaul. He's really F good, Harley said after a moment, but not answering further as the two walked after Overhaul. Mall later. As the crew was milling about, Naruto suddenly burst through the doors running, must avoid Candyman. Quick to the bedroom. Naruto yelled, grabbing Ivy and slinging her over his shoulders. What the F? Ivy yelled before she was dragged off to Naruto's bedroom. I'm not summoning Candyman, you racist idiot. Fables yelled as her and Harley entered the mall. Hey, I'm not racist. I plow plenty of chicks of different ethnicities and species. Naruto yelled back, still holding Ivy on his shoulders. Put me down, you moron. Ivy yelled before she used her powers to grab Naruto with her vines and pull him up into the ceiling, dropping no. No. Don't let the vines do things to me. I'm not a Japanese schoolgirl. Naruto yelled as he was pulled up to the ceiling. Anyway, everyone meet Queen of Fables. Harley said as she introduced Fables, who stood next to her. She agreed to help us break into STR Labs tomorrow. Harley said, so yeah, I'm gonna need you to pull something around 4 inches tall from your storybook, Harley said to Fables. You can't use the midget? Fables asked with a smirk at Psycho. Ahahaha. I love that woman. Naruto yelled from up in the ceiling. F off you CNT, Psycho said flatly, not amused at all. Anyways, yeah, I can get you something. Not sure how Prince Charming's PP will help you though, Fables said to Harley. Kind of low-hanging fruit. Not even trying, Psycho said boredly. I give it a 7 out of 10, Naruto said, but only because she has nice tips. You call that a compliment, Whiskers? Fables asked with an annoyed tone as she looked up at Naruto. Would you prefer I called you dump truck butt? Naruto asked smirking, cause I can do both, he said. You must have no fear or a death wish, Whiskers, Fables said with a glare. At 50/50ths, King Shark said as he waved his hand in the air. Death is my beach. Naruto yelled out as he swung from the ceiling. Is this a metaphorical beach? Clayface asked, confused on what he was talking about. I mean literally my beach. The original goth loves me, baby. She can't get enough of me. Naruto yelled. Yeah, ignore him. I have no idea what he's on, Harley said to Fables. I'm on the same weed Frank sells, you fat butt. Naruto yelled. What about your other drags? Ivy deadpanned. My LSD is out until Kano gets me more, now let me down, damn it. Naruto yelled. Ivy rolled her eyes and snapped her fingers. Not that way, DMN it. Naruto yelled before he fell and slammed into the floor strong as the vines dropped him. Ooh, that looked like it hurt, Clayface said, wincing at this. I'll be fine as soon as I get a stacked beach riding me, Naruto said from the floor. So you can pull any storybook character out of your book? Shark asked, walking up to Fables. Sure can. Who's your favorite? She asked, opening her book. Oh, I'm partial to Humpty Dumpty, Shark said before Fables summoned Humpty Dumpty before them on the couch. Oh, hi everybody. Humpty greeted, waving at everyone. Let's make an omelette. Naruto yelled, standing up holding an egg whisk and a pan. What? But he's adorable. Shark screamed, seeing Fables smash him with her staff. He makes the best eggs, she said before starting to stir the eggs inside of Humpty's body. Naruto looked at Fables with wide eyes at this. Dear Satan, I think I'm in love, Naruto said as he smirked at her. Please, Fables said with a TSK at this. Oh great, you recruited his spirit animal, Psycho said with a groan at Harley. Hey, she's not that bad, Harley said, frowning at this comparison. Hey! Where's the booze in this shithole? Fables demanded. Top shelf, babe. Naruto said with a smile. Don't call me, is that top quality stuff from the Penguin's private storage? Fables asked with a grin. DMN right. Stole it from him after I nailed those CC assistants of his in his office. Left them on his desk dripping juice while I made off with his SHT, Naruto said smirking. That reminds me, I gotta check with GSPTLSNZ on their next appointment. Naruto mused and thought, where is she anyways? Naruto asked. She said something about your next appointment and went out, Shark said with a shrug. Can we just plan this heist before I have you fixed? Harley yelled at Naruto while taking out her bat for emphasis. Fine, fine, keep your shorts on. Although actually, Naruto grinned before Harley threw her bat at his face. Gah. No, my face. My precious modeling career. Naruto yelled in pain as he held his head while the others all made plans for the heist. STR Labs the next day. Near a public park was a large sewer tunnel leading to STR Labs itself. The crew, including an arriving Blackfire, Ultra Girl, and Superwoman, stood outside the tunnel waiting for Fables to help them out. Wow, you actually have heavy hitters on this team, though I don't recognize the wannabe Wonder Woman and Power Girl, Fables said looking at them. Dump truck, but meet Ultra Jugs and Super Wear, Naruto said with a smirk before Harley smacked him in the back of the head with her bat. No insulting the help. Harley yelled at Naruto. I wasn't. They get off on me calling them that. Naruto exclaimed holding his head. I don't, you moron, now let me work. Fables yelled as she opened her book and summoned a mouse. Ah, he's precious, but are you sure Cinderella's mouse is up for the job? King Shark asked curiously. The mouse looked at King Shark before donning a French mercenary-styled outfit and vest before pulling out a cigarette, lighting it, smoking nearly the entire stick in one puff, and flicked the butt at Shark's face. That answer your question? Fables asked smirking. Actually yes. But it also brings up a lot of other questions, Shark responded. Yeah, well, for now let her work, Harley said as she smiled at Fables. Let's go folks, Fables ordered as the crew started making their way into the giant sewer tunnel. Only for a soccer ball to randomly roll and bump Harley in her leg, making her overhaul, and Fables pause while the others went on ahead. The hell? Harley asked as a man came out from some bushes and looked at the assembled villains, and grabbed the ball before quickly walking away. I think I F'd that guy's girlfriend once, Naruto said, making Harley again take a swing at him with her bat. Focus. Harley ordered before they pushed open the bushes a bit to see a large group of people having a massive barbecue in the park. Welcome to the Praxis family reunion. Naruto read with a quirked eyebrow. SHT, it looks like that guy ratted us out, Harley groaned seeing the man with the ball talking to some cops. I'm calling off the mission, Harley said as she knew when to pull back from a job. Relax. I'll handle this, Fables said as she shook her head. Really? Harley asked curiously. Sure. You all do your thing. I'll keep em busy, Fables said walking forward with her book in hand. Who likes fairy tales? She asked with a smile. See, I told Ivy she wasn't so bad, Harley smiled. Let's go, she said to Naruto. Alright, lead the way Cece, Naruto said with a grin following behind Harley. A few minutes later. We got it. Clayface exclaimed as the crew ran out the sewer back towards the park. Fables, we have it, let's go, oh my god. Harley yelled wide-eyed at the sight before them. It was a bloodbath. Bone and bodies littering the ground with BLD splattered everywhere. Fables was sitting at a table with a large black wolf next to her eating what looked like the remains of a victim. Wow, she's very thorough, Superwoman said with a smirk at this while Ultra Girl nodded in agreement. Dear Satan, I think I really do love that crazy beach, Naruto said grinning at this. Really, dude? Don't you have any limits? Psycho yelled at Naruto at this. I won't touch bug chicks. And I don't mean like wings or something, I mean like face of a fly type of deal. Naruto said getting some looks. Long story involving a guy named Craig and his wife, Naruto said just getting weird looks. What the F, Fables? Harley yelled as she approached her friend. I didn't do anything. Credit here goes to the big bad wolf, Fables said smirking, gesturing to the wolf next to her. Sound reasoning, Naruto said with a nod at this. Zip it, you idiot. Harley yelled at Naruto before she turned back to Fables. Why did you do this? She asked. You saw that guy ratting us out. So I killed that guy. Then everyone saw me kill that guy, so I killed everyone. You gotta end the bloodline to prevent any revenge killing later. That's like evil 101-inch, Fables said explaining herself. Yup, sounds about right to me, Naruto said with a nod along with Blackfire, Superwoman and Ultra Girl. I taught that class at Boston College and we never covered anything this F up, Psycho said gesturing to the carnage around them. Anyways, everyone take a look around, make sure I got everyone, Fables said waving her hand dismissively at the group. Harley looked around and saw what looked to her like a little girl with a ponytail hiding under a table. Are we good? Fables asked from her table. Yup, everyone's dead, Harley said with a smile. Okay, good. Let me grab the 3 little pigs to clean this mess up, Fables said, summoning the 3 little pigs. Ah, there, so see you, holy shark Jesus. King Shark yelled, seeing the pigs devour the remaining corpses and bones. The mall after the heist. You know they never tell you how strong it is to get brain out of your cape, Fables said, picking out bits of brain from her red cape. That's why I don't wear one. On top of the whole getting it stuck in things, Naruto said simply from his seat at a table. I'm not sure how to feel about this, comrades, Clayface said with a frown. Oh come on, so she is going a little gung-ho with the no witnesses thing. I say it's about time we had another strong core villain like me, Naruto said with a bored tone as he ate from an instant ramen cup. Thank you Whiskers, at least you have the right attitude even if your eating habits SCK, Fables said with a smile at Naruto before she scowled a little as Naruto slurped up the last of his ramen and finished it. Naruto's eyes widened at this before he clenched his fists and decayed the ramen cup. FUYACNT, he bellowed out at her, his voice echoing throughout the mall. Whoa Naruto, take it easy, Harley said placatingly to him. No one insults the glory that is ramen and gets away with it. Naruto yelled as he stood up and flipped the table, sending it flying across the room. The F you call me, you whiskered bstrd? Fables yelled, glaring at him. You heard me, you sad excuse for a storyteller. Why don't I make you a bit more like the Little Mermaid and decay your legs from your body, he growled, his eyes flashing BLD red before some vines separated the two of them. Calm the hell down. Ivy ordered the two. Like hell I will. Naruto yelled as the vines around him started to decay without him even placing his hands on them. Yeah, stay out of this, you sad excuse for an eco-terrorist. You give us villains a good name. Fables yelled. First you insult ramen and now Ivy. I'll F-gut you with a fish, Naruto yelled as he cracked his knuckles. Don't you want to, and I quote, clap those cheeks an hour ago? Frank asked with a flat tone as he made air quotes. And I still do so right now, my energy is at war with my rage. Naruto yelled before suddenly a portal opened up underneath him, Kreia. He yelled before it closed. Well, seems like I arrived before he did something stupid again, GSPTLSNZ said, coming through the door. And who the F are, oh F me? Fables was saying before she jumped back at seeing GSPTLSNZ. I don't recognize you, have we met? GSPTLSNZ asked Fables with a curious tone. No, but I know your husband and what your kind is capable of. You have one of them on your team. Fables yelled at Harley. GSPTLSNZ isn't technically on the team, she's Harley was trying to come up with something to say. She's the Manware's PMP after he left her husband for him, Psycho explained flatly. GSPTLSNZ snapped her fingers at Psycho and his mouth fused shut, making him attempt to yell in shock, but it was muffled. Now you have a problem with my beloved? GSPTLSNZ asked Fables with a glare. Beloved? A woman of your power and you bow to that moron? Fables asked baffled. Moron? GSPTLSNZ asked dangerously. The rest of the group groaned at this and quickly moved away from Fables so they weren't in GSPTLSNZ way as she approached. Listen, you pathetic little tramp, my beloved is a being far beyond yours and even my comprehension. He is not even close to the peak of his true power. You are not fit to stand in his presence. You are not fit to even kneel in his presence unless your tongue is working over his glorious, GSPTLSNZ told Fables as she walked closer and closer. Fables glared at GSPTLSNZ before she scoffed and laughed in a mocking way, wow, you are pathetic. I guess power can't give you pride, Red? Fables asked. GSPTLSNZ glare deepened at this before she snapped her fingers, causing what looked like a burning portal to appear behind Fables. What the hell is this? Fables asked, looking at the portal. Your new home. Enjoy it, GSPTLSNZ growled before she kicked Fables through the portal before tossing her book through the portal after her and closed the portal. Well, that's one way to avoid a fight, Ivy said with a sigh, relieved that this didn't end with a big fight. Indeed, GSPTLSNZ said before she snapped her fingers, and in a flash of light Naruto fell out of the sky and landed on the ground. Gah! You know I hate that SHTGSPY. Naruto yelled as he shook his head, feeling dizzy. Where is she now? Clayface asked. I'll tell you where she's not. Safe. GSPTLSNZ responded simply before a blonde man suddenly burst through the ceiling of the mall, shooting lightning. Where is the Queen of Fables? He demanded. Who's this clown? Naruto asked, standing up from the floor. I am Jason Praxis. He exclaimed. Now where is she? He demanded. Oh god damn it, she missed one of the witnesses. Alright, come closer and I'll tell you where she is, Naruto said to the man. Don't toy with me, you whiskered bstrd, I'll gladly kill everyone here if I, gah. He was saying. Before Naruto grabbed his face with his decay hand, I don't know where she is, but unfortunately for you I don't share prey. So do me a favor. When you get to hell, tell Lucifer I said hello, Naruto said before decaying the man to ashes. You do realize that's not fun to clean up, right? Ivy asked, looking at the dust left behind after Naruto decayed the man. Would you rather I leave him in a BLD splatter with my other hand? Naruto asked with a raised eyebrow. Ivy said nothing to this as she knew he had a point. With Fables. Fables groaned as she stood up from wherever the hell she was sent to. She looked and saw her book sitting in some sand. Alright, where the hell did that crazy skank send me? Fables asked, looking around and seeing only sand and rocks. A massive barren wasteland from what it looked like. Fables looked unimpressed, however. Is this the best she could send me to? What a joke, she scoffed before she heard loud roars and saw what looked like a group of 6 humanoids. Only their mouths were large, razor-sharp, monstrous teeth, and protruding from their arms were long blades. What the F are you guys? Fables asked as she quickly opened her book and summoned the big bad wolf and the 3 little pigs. We are the Tarkata Earthrealmer. And you are a long way from home. We have fresh meat once more. The lead Tarkatan yelled as they all screamed a war cry and rushed at her. Where the F did that red hair psycho send me? Fables yelled as the Tarkata attacked and her fairy tale creatures attacked back. Atlantis. Museum of Art. About a week after the incident with the Queen of Fables, under the seas of Atlantis. King Shark sat on the undersea steps of the museum looking at a pamphlet as a lone guard approached him. Can I help you? The guard asked. Oh hey there. Where did you come from? I'm just waiting for the museum to open. Just a normal shark doing normal shark things, King said with a smile towards the guard as the guard looked at the shark impassively before an alarm went off as the doors opened. We got M. Harley yelled as she swam with Black Fire, Ultra Girl, and Superwoman behind her while Harley carried a large golden chest. The guards are dead. We need to leave, Black Fire ordered. Not this one, Ultra Girl said looking at the guard talking to Shark. Shark, where is Overhaul? He was supposed to be on guard duty with you, Harley said as she looked at her shark teammate. He was, but then he got a phone call and had to step away. Shark said as Ultra Girl sent a laser into the guard next to him and vaporized him. Oh, for F's sake, Harley growled as she took out her phone and hit speed dial. How does that even work underwater? Superwoman questioned. Overhaul had just used her powers on our phones so they work underwater. Good thing too considering Clayface kept dropping his in the toilet, Shark said. Where the F are you, you idiot? Harley yelled into her phone. Covering our escape so no guards pursue, Naruto said with a grunt. Like hell you are. Who are you ball deep in now, you man? Where? Harley yelled loudly, getting the others' attention. Knew it, Black Fire said with a shake of her head. Hang up and F me, you hung mothaf, a female voice ordered from the other end. Don't order me around, Mara. Naruto yelled as a slap was heard along with a mmm. Harder my lord. Use me in ways my husband can't. The now named Mera's voice was heard squealing from the phone. God damn it, Whiskers, wrap it up. We have the jewels and are ready to go, and if you're not at the meetup in 4 minutes I'm leaving you to get your butt kicked by Aquaman, Harley ordered before hanging up. Let's go, Harley ordered her crew as they swam towards the surface. Does this mean I don't need to provide a diversion? I've been working on my Aquaman. Clayface asked from a large kelp bush he was hiding in. Worry about it later. We need to leave since the man where is with the Queen of Atlantis. Harley yelled as she grabbed onto Shark, who started swimming. Ha! I knew she would come begging for a shot. Guess the King of Atlantis' mighty trident doesn't apply to the bedroom, Superwoman said with a smirk. With Naruto. Currently Naruto was behind the museum slamming his PP into a red-headed beauty with her hands against a wall as he groped her large D-cup melons with his hands. Guess I'll have to go soon, my dear. But I'll give you the best 3 minutes you'll ever have compared to your limp D husband, Naruto said with a smirk to the queen he was F. Yes. Ruin me, you bstrd. Ruin me for my husband. Make me yours. Mera yelled with her eyes lidded and her tongue hanging from her mouth as Naruto slammed his PP into her PP and let out his load. Filling the queen with his seed as she let out a loud mmm of pleasure. Heh. You're one hell of a freak in bed. Call Jisp next time you want a ride on the Overhaul Express, babe, Naruto said as he pulled out before swimming away from the queen as she slid against the wall lost in the pleasure. Back with Harley. Dr. Psycho stood on a large boat in the ocean with a coconut drink in hand as Shark, Harley, Clayface, Ultra Girl, Superwoman, and Blackfire leapt onto the deck holding a large golden chest. Let me guess, the man where got distracted by Ariel or some SHT? Psycho asked flatly, not seeing him before a moment later Naruto leapt onto the deck. Ah, that was fun. Naruto yelled as he took off his diver's outfit. Crash. Before Harley smashed the chest of jewels on his head, breaking it open. Next time I tell you F-guard something, then F-guard it. Don't go off and F the Queen of Atlantis. Harley yelled at the downed Overhaul. If you didn't have a butt worth F, I would dash, Naruto yelled as he stood up, his head bleeding before he was cut off. Oh god damn it. You just made things way worse, you idiot. Psycho yelled as King Shark was suddenly hit by a yellow blast of energy as a wave crashed onto the ship, revealing Aquaman from within the water. Did I spoil your party? Aquaman asked before he laughed, haha. It is I, Aquaman. Son of Atlan, heir to the throne of Atlantis. Aquaman introduced with a smile. And recently cucked, Psycho grumbled under his breath as he looked at Naruto. Hey Arthur. Naruto said with a smirk, guess who my latest client was, he said with a sing-song voice. Aquaman looked at Naruto and after a few moments his face went red with fury as he aimed his trident at Naruto, first my mother now my wife. You go too far, Overhaul. Aquaman yelled. Marina is next on my list, FYI, Naruto yelled with a cackle before Aquaman tried to impale him with his trident, which Naruto caught easily. Don't destroy that. It's worth a mint. Harley yelled out as Naruto threw Aquaman back, keeping the trident. You owe me a tip F for not destroying it, damn it. Fine, if I can't destroy it then I'll shove it up his butt. Naruto yelled, holding up the trident. As the surface dwellers say. Bring it, you vile cur, Aquaman said as he glared at Naruto. No one says that, and I just want to get the hell out of here now, Harley said with a sigh. On it, boss, Superwoman said as she flew at Aquaman. Who are you, WOM dash, Aquaman was saying before Superwoman's fist cracked into his face, breaking the king's nose. Ah, that her dash, Aquaman was saying before Superwoman grabbed his head and started driving a knee strike after knee strike into the king's face. Wrap it up, babe, we need to get back, Naruto said as he inspected the trident in his hands. I wonder if Manta wants this thing. Naruto mused. Pretty sure he'd enjoy watching this more, Blackfire said, gesturing to Aquaman having his face kneed in. True, but as much as I'd love to record it, our boss wants to leave, Naruto said with a shrug. Fine, ruin my fun, love, Superwoman said to Naruto before she pushed the passed out Aquaman into the sea. As he fell under the waves, Poison Ivy swam up from beneath the water in a dark green bikini and goggles. Ah, a rose blooms from the sea, Naruto said with a grin as he checked Ivy out as she climbed aboard. I'd normally scoff, but I'm more curious about what the hell you did to Aquaman. That was a SHT ton of BLD coming from him as I came up, Ivy admitted. Beach attacked me, so I took his trident and Mary kicked his butt, Naruto said as he held up the trident of Atlantis. Now I have the power. Naruto yelled, cackling as he held the trident aloft as it crackled with electricity. Calm down, Adam, Ivy said with a flat tone of voice. Better than Tattoo there. He's pretty much cringer, Naruto said with a shrug. F you, Psycho said with a snarl. Sorry, I'm allergic to shrimp. But if it's any consolation, your wife F me all the time, Naruto said with a smirk. Enough. Let's get out of here and bag up the loot since you broke the chest, you idiot. Harley yelled as she threw Naruto a sack. You know I can just reform the chest, right? Naruto said flatly. Then do that. I don't care. Harley yelled, stomping off into the boat. Geez, what's got her taco in a twist? Naruto asked before he scoffed and went to restore the chest and throw the jewels back in. So alright folks, that's all for today. Stay tuned for part 4. Do subscribe, like and share for more such videos. Also check out the story in author KFB Anime 87, co-written with Thanatos 125 on fanfiction.net. Press the bell icon to be notified first on release. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.